Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Commodores will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
To the air, it's Chapin. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set.
Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Running back goes in motion. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Johnson looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
So hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The end of the 1st quarter. Mississippi State 7, Vanderbilt 0.
1st down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Hauls it in. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pulls it in. It's Dillon. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Johnson wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Quarterback keeper. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Complete to the right. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Doors.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. With the catch, it's Coleman.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Bulldogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Johnson looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on 3rd down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
It's one thing not to believe in punting, but to go for it that deep in your own end and give away a 1st and goal, that's just touchdown Bulldogs! And that one will give them the lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Lets it fly. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The defense with the scoop and score. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you tonight. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Commodores in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit pressure on the quarterback.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. Still running at the 40. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Dropping back, it's Chapin. Got his man down the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
Gain of 3. First down for the offense.
Got it.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Mississippi State 21, Vanderbilt 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. With jet sweep pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Looking to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Booth. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
On second down, he'll fire. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one and knocking it away.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 24.
Offense. Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Getting set for first down. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carry.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Johnson looking to throw. He's right on target. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense set on 1st down. Give to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll pull it down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Going to try to get it himself. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Quarterback will keep it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught close to the marker. It's Bell. Touchdown Vanderbilt. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The pitch. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Vanderbilt 14, Clemson 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Out of the backfield, he's open. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Brings up second down.
On second down, just keeps firing. They're bringing heat. Fires to the wideout. complete to the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to get to him. Catch in the middle. It's Maffa.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to...
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. first down here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. If he is tough to block with one guy, you might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. He makes the connection. At the 45, on its way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
The Commodores with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He'll just keep slinging it. This time it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quarterback will audible. On the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll take it himself. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown doors!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. On the run, it's Sampson. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sampson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the gun, the ground game. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Makes the catch. It's Selden. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Vanderbilt 7, Tennessee 0.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They go to the ground. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Comes out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
First and goal, Tennessee.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a drive there of 82 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Commodores! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4 wideout set. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Volunteers will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab down the middle. He's not going to get there. Stops short on 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Johnson looking to throw. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vandy.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And they're able to get him down.
And I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the 2-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page. And you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Snap it to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give out of the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. And the Commodores get enough for the first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. Using his feet. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10.
Tennessee, 13.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks.
It's complete. A huge pickup. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
First and 10. He's going to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Wide open downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Johnson wants to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Johnson looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Running toward the tape. At the 20. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Wants to fire on second down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
When you're down late in the
Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires on the move. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there. Rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll fire to his right. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive,